I mean, she would know that Victor is flame-proof, right?
Resistant, not immune.
Yes, flame-proof. This is why I'm doing this.
Oh, very dexterous.
And very dexterous.
Hello everyone, welcome on in and happy Wednesday. Hope everyone has had a great day today and not melting like I am. Because it's way too warm here. We are back with some 8 coins for the Ferryman. Unfortunately, we are 2 players down. But we can live with that, right? It's not like the healer is important. Yes.
Oh no.
Everyone just noticed that both of our healers are not here.
Yep.
It's fine, I can heal. You just have to make sure I don't die.
And yes, quick thing before we get started. Music you've been listening to up until this point has been by Adrian von Ziegler. You can find out more about his stuff if you type in !music2 in the chat. The starting soon screen, the overlay, and the prettification of an official map was done by me in Incarnate. The sound effects during the game will be by Sirenscape. And if you want to see what you can do to help or hinder the party, you can do what Lillith just did and type in !perks in the chat. My throat is still a bit weird, but I mean, it's better than it was. So let's go around the table and introduce everyone, and let's start with Lillith. Who are you and who are you playing?
Hi, I'm Lillith, or Lily for short. Who cares? I'm playing Psycole. The Tiefling Bard. The very charming Tiefling Bard who always gets charmed, apparently.
You should probably do something about that.
I'm working on it.
And this is weird, but Jason, who are you and who are you playing?
Why is it weird?
Because normally it's Drosan and Leo before you.
Okay. Hello. Hey, I'm Jason. I'm playing the pink-haired druid Nelly, who's currently a pink-haired, double-headed dog.
Vits.
Hello, I'm Vitskugga, and I'm playing the Tiefling monk named Victor Iosday. And yeah, that's about it.
And guest player, Psycole.
Hi, I'm Psycole. I am playing Yanis, the rogue warlock that is thicker than a ship's plank.
Why does that never get old?
No, it does not. It doesn't. No. And it's never gonna stop being funny to me that Yanis has the same intelligence as a literal flesh golem.
I'm just a body on the field.
At least you have language you can speak, as opposed to the flesh golem who can't speak.
And I can write with pictures.
True. I'm pretty sure you would be absolutely stellar at hieroglyphs or petroglyphs.
He doesn't know what they are.
Petroglyphs are pretty pictures on a rock face.
I just had a weird thought. Imagine having dyslexia in the ancient Egypt with the hieroglyphs.
Oh.
How would that work?
It wouldn't.
Like, wait, did that sitting man just walk off? Okay. And hi, I am Ardana or Joe or Oi, you there if Lilith has any say in it. I am the GM and channel runner around these parts, and tomorrow I will be a player over at Jack Square Pegs for the second part of the one-shot modern
Egregious.
Call of Cthulhu game. So hop on by there if you have time at 11 a.m. tomorrow morning. But today we are back with some more 8 coins shenanigans, and while someone does the recap, I'm gonna go feed the cat before he tears the apartment to bits. So I shall be right back.
We can just pretend we have done it, and she will never know until she edits.
We've got red phones on, she will hear. Last time we... What time? Actually, I can't remember what we did last time.
We killed Mogis guy.
We killed the Mogis dude.
Right,
Yes.
yes. So we finished off the cultist.
Got poisoned,
Then-
some of us.
Poisoned some of us. Yanis stood blankly in the poison mist whilst Siri attempted to leave. We did a bit of exploring. Well, sorry, Leo and Victor did a bit of exploring and may or may not have come across a Medusa with some devil chickens, and I can't remember what they're called. The rest of us basically went outside because Drozan couldn't really make his way into the cave, and then we kind of wandered around a little bit further. I believe Neri went off and managed to find some sort of dead body and pick up some bits and pieces from the dead body. We advanced up the beach only to hear some singing, where I believe Siri immediately succumbed to a song off and failed. Sing off and failed.
I mean, I wouldn't say fail. It was heavenly.
And then we've had a brief round of combat, which included a nice, well-placed fireball that Teddy the Tentacle had to dust himself off from. And I believe we finished last week's session with both Yanis and Siri compelled by the harpies. Drozen holding Yanis to stop him from advancing, and Neri currently gnawing on the arse of a harpy. Oh, and Leo and Victor attempting to make their way out of the cave so they could get into the fight.
That sounds about right. And if you don't have an inspiration point, you can have one. If you do have one, you can bounce it to someone.
I would have it. Thank you, because I suspect I will need to do a save later on to remove the harpy, and I either have a -2 to intelligence or a 0 to wisdom. So.
And yes, with that, we are going to hop on over.
Also, I'm not on the initiative order, by the way, for some reason. But I should have a 20.19.
Yes. Now, how do I add you to...
You right click on my token and then you should see add turn. Should be like furthest down.
Okay. I'm also trying to figure out why it's not giving me the DM options.
Then you're probably on the player screen at the moment.
I am not. It's asking me if I want to rejoin. The fuck? Wait. No, wait, I am. Because Roll20 reloaded. And on both,
Yeah, that happened to me the other day as well.
it's like, cat. Thank you. I'm not sure if you could hear him, but that was loud.
I think I might have finally heard Python. That's the first time I think I've ever heard him all the time you've apologised for him.
Kitty. Now he needs to proclaim to the world that he has eaten.
Ah. Well, now the world knows.
And because my partner isn't... Why is it reloading everyone right now? I don't... Or buffering everyone right now. I don't know. Okay, let's add you to the combat. You should have 20.9.
20.19.
19. My bad. Okay, fine. I'll write out the whole damn thing again. There you go. And sending. Gonna turn you down a little bit because that battle music was a little loud. And if we are all as comfortable as we are going to get, let's get into it. As what used to be harpies happily crackle away in the forest, and what used to be shrubland is now piles of ashes surrounding a happily wiggling black thing poking out of the ground. We return to our adventures in the midst of a fight against some harpies. Leo is currently in the first part of the turn order, so I'm going to have him miss that turn, and he's going to continue down here, trying to find a way out with Barley as help. And he's gonna investigate there. Victor.
Alright, so I am gonna move towards the sounds.
Mhm.
And let's see. How much movement do I have? 45. And oh, that's snary. Okay. Cool.
You can
Right,
see light coming from here, here, and let me see. I think yes.
Here as well.
Yeah, exactly.
How large is the openings?
So this one, the top and the bottom one, you can clearly see are big enough for you to walk out of, while the middle one is a tight squeeze.
Does it look like it's far down?
No.
Right.
You can see the rock face on the outside from where you're standing at the bottom one, and if you peer, like, if you shift a little bit where you're standing through the top one, you can see Neri on top of that cliff.
Damn. I'm gonna... Thing is, they seem to be in combat. I'm gonna spend a key point to dash. And I'm gonna run out and... Yes! I'm gonna jump across to the other side.
Okay.
So... You can almost see me like running on the wind across.
Yep.
Taking a
So
massive leap.
did I say it was
Ability?
5 or 10 feet tall? I think it was 5, right? The cliffside.
You can run up wind.
Step of the
I
wind.
think it was 10 foot.
Okay, so it's 10 feet up. But yeah, D&D doesn't count that way, so you can just make it with 45 feet.
Isn't Step of the Wind a dash? Can you fly with
Yeah.
Step of the Wind?
No, jump.
No. I jump.
So leap,
And,
unfortunately, doesn't work like in Baldur's Gate 3. You don't need a bonus action for that in regular D&D. You just need the momentum.
and I'm gonna say, do you need some help? And I will
Which one's singing? Is it this one up here? Let's hit this one down here.
Nope, that's not how you zoom in.
I will.
It's this one.
This one.
I will attack the one below me, between me and Neri, with my rope dart. 1 and
Yeah, that hits.
For 10 piercing damage, and I would like a strength saving throw.
So. Strength saving throw. Yep.
Okay, so they are prone.
Okay. Finding a good prone image. You know what? That one works.
And then I'll attack it again with advantage because it's prone.
Nice.
For nat 20. So that is same damage. Oh, did we go with brutal crit? No, we didn't.
No, we don't. But you
Oh.
get to impose an condition.
Could I impose bleeding?
How would you do that?
This is a sharp object
Yep.
on the end of the rope.
Absolutely. So it will take an extra 1d4 damage at the start of its turn.
Nice. And yeah, that's my turn.
Nice. Yanis.
Sorry, which one did we say was singing?
The one closest to you.
Okay, so Drozen was holding me back.
Yep.
So I'm compelled to walk towards them, aren't I, as part of the song?
Yep.
Yep. So I will probably just do a athletics check against Drozen to see whether or not I can break free.
Yep. Let's see what Drozen has.
So I have rolled a 17.
Athletics. You break free.
Cool. So I slip through Drozen's kind of grip and then basically start walking towards the cliff. And I presume I can attempt to climb it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Do you want another athletics check for climbing it so I don't fall back on my ass?
Nah,
Or acrobatics? Nah. Cool.
you can
So I would
easily
just-
find handholds on the cliffside.
Perfect. I would just basically climb up and kind of stand there. Well, I won't. What I'll do is he'll get down on his knees as if he's like listening intently.
Yeah.
And he will probably start like humming a sea shanty. But it's kind of in tune with the song. And
Nice.
That's all I can do because I'm incapacitated. The rest of it's incapacitated, isn't it? So you can't
Yeah.
do anything else. And Teddy can't do anything because I have to instruct him to do something. So he's just going to sit there and wiggle in time with my sea shanty.
I love that.
He's
Okay.
playing that. He's like slapping himself with the top of the tentacle, kind of providing the bass line for the song.
Yeah. Nice. It is this harpy's turn, so let's see.
The song is terrible, by the way. Out of tune and everything.
Okay, so since you are within reach, the harpy is going to claw you twice.
Okay.
So, the first one.
Yep, that would hit.
And then the second one.
The 11 wouldn't, but is it with advantage? Because
No.
I'm. Okay, so yeah, so the first one hits, the second one doesn't. My AC is 14.
So you take 5 slashing damage, and you can roll your wisdom save again. I think.
Okay.
Let me double check that actually. I do believe that is the case. Oh no, wait. It has to be someone other than the harpy. Other than this particular harpy.
Okay, cool. So and it's not like an end of turn thing either.
No.
No, cool, fine. I am still sitting there, gently swaying, nursing a bleeding scratch on my chest.
Yep. You can tell that she's not looking great. She's taking some damage, mostly of the being set on fire variety.
Okay.
Neri.
Yes. One of my heads kind of flip around to look at the awful singing and the weird banging noise, and then I see Yanis being mauled by a happy, so I'm gonna run this way and full on attempt to tackle this bitch off the cliff.
Okay. Absolutely. Give me an athletics check. And I shall do the same for the harpy. Oh wait, you have that, is it a pounds thing? Or is that just for the links?
I don't have a pounds, no, that's just for the
Okay.
links.
So, a strength check.
Yeah, it's just gonna have to be a strength check for me. 14.
Yeah, she's too focused on the one, her feathers getting singed, and two, keeping this weird human enthralled, that she fails miserably and gets yeeted off the cliff by a pink two-headed dog.
Yes.
Now
How far down is the cliff?
it's 10 feet.
Oh, okay, so should I take 1d6 bludgeoning as well?
No, you're landing on top of her. Because I rolled a nat 1.
Okay.
You're landing on top of her.
Awesome!
So that is 1d6. And you hear this rather unsavory crunching sound. As she takes... And she's not looking great. You're pretty sure that one of her wings just broke.
Okay, can I nom?
Do you have multi-attack?
How's that? I do have a multi-attack.
I don't see
Yes.
why not.
Okay, one bite coming up. Is it prone?
Yes, you're standing on top of her.
Okay, so can I have advantage on that? Oh, I still don't have. Damn it. Don't think I can edit that. Can I edit that? I don't seem to be able to edit that. Oh wait, no. Yeah, yes I can. Advantage toggle. Boom. Advantage. Right.
Nope, that's
19.
not. Yeah, that is.
6.
And everyone else is. Nope. Okay, how do you? That's not how you did that. Okay. Yeah, she is looking really bad now, and you get that very, very strong scent of burning feathers.
Is she still singing with me on top of her?
I need to check. So
I imagine it sounds like she's like when you punch a bagpipe when she landed.
yes, basically, I'm gonna.
Just imagine her singing to poor Yanis and then there's a massive two-headed dog just back off the cliff.
Okay, let me. It's trying to, so yes. Because apparently prone does not mean incapacitated. I had to double check that because in Baldur's Gate 3 it does. But she is still singing. It's not as pretty anymore, but you can still feel that wave of extra charm.
Pawing her in the face, trying to make her stop.
The dog has turned into a cat.
Yeah, it's like, no, 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 no.
No.
That was movement and action.
Yes.
Any bonus actions you want or can take?
Nope.
Okay.
She's down here now though. So Droson can get her on his turn.
Ah, yes. There you go. And let's see what can Droson do. Come on, roll 20. Thank you. Ooh. Ooh, I know. Yes.
It's gonna be like the video where a horse kicks the chicken. Or is it a goose?
Ooh, I
Pretty
think
sure
that's
it,
a
like
fail.
breaks it to neck.
I hate that I can't have both of the things open at once. Nyeh. Now this is just me trying to figure out what the hell this is doing. But I do believe it is a... That's a fail. And... Ding... Dim. You wouldn't hear it, but the harpy hears sudden ringing in her head and then takes a bunch of damage in front of your eyes, Neri, and you get that faint scent of necrotic damage as Drosan casts Toll the Dead.
Is it dead now?
Yeah. And then he's going to move back a little bit. To stand next to Siri, being prepared to stop her from approaching the harpy.
Oh, is it not dead?
No, it's not that. It's very damn close, though. It is not having a great day. So, Siri.
Can I try to break the charm?
Let me... I hate that I have to open a damn thing all the time. Can't have it. This song
Oh
is...
wait, don't you have the counter charm thing?
Yeah, don't
or
you have counter...
maybe you don't have it yet. I don't know.
If I have what?
Counter charm.
Counter charm. There's a thing on the bards.
It's a
Yeah,
bard
I
No,
skill.
think,
I think I have it.
it should be one of your features, not like a spell.
No.
Might not have gotten it yet. I don't remember when you get it.
You should get it at 6th level.
Yeah, you're level 6. You get counter charm.
I can't see it anywhere on my sheet.
Oh, it just gives you advantage. But still.
Also, I should have had advantage when they tried to charm me.
Yep. So,
Oh.
yeah.
And one of you and your friendly creatures within 30 feet have advantage on saving throws against being frightened or charmed.
Mm.
But it takes an action to cast it or use it, I think.
Yeah, it's an action, which is dumb.
Or I don't know. I have
But
never
I can't
used
cast
it.
it now.
No, you're
Yes.
you are currently charmed. But if you had advantage on it anyway, because
Mm-hmm.
and you haven't used that, you can roll again to see.
It was Constitution, right?
Let me double check.
No, it was Wisdom, wasn't it? It was a Wisdom.
Wisdom
check, never
save.
mind. Yeah, no.
No, no. So you will.
I'm just trying to walk toward this thing.
Yep.
Still singing, apparently.
Yep. It sounds like. For being off key and sounding more like a toad dying, it's very, very hypnotic. And Drosan is going to use a reaction to try to stop you.
Mm-hmm. So,
Strength, athletics, or acrobatics.
that's a dirty 20.
Ah. Now let's see. No, you managed to dodge the grasp. Not that difficult. Drosan is a bit taller and bigger than you are, so you easily dodge under his grasp.
And she's a bard, she's quite acrobatic anyway.
Yeah.
So,
So you,
so
yep.
she will just, like, stroll over here. And just listen to the beautiful croaking death song.
The croaking death rattles.
Yes, oh, it's so beautiful.
This one is going to attack Victor. That's his name. I know words.
I don't.
With 2 claw attacks.
First one hit.
Nice. And then gonna do that for 7 slashing damage.
Alright.
And then if I don't Let's thank you. And the other one is, I can't even see who it is because Roll20 is not letting me drop the stat block. Let go. Thank you. This one is also going to it's also going to attack Victor with claws.
I mean, that does hit both of them.
8 and 13 total.
13. That's 32. Cool. Yep.
I'm going to have to figure out how to do the hit point thing. Some other point in time. Because right now I'm doing it on pen and paper because Roll20 is being dumb. And Leo is going to realize that, oh shit, I'm going the wrong way. And it's going to dash towards the opening. He can get there. Victor.
I'm going to... Um... Yeah, I'll just attack with my rope dart again.
Yep.
Not with advantage, but that's a net 20.
Yeah.
Save them for everyone else.
For 13 points of damage, and I would like a strength saving throw.
On the one who's prone or on the other one?
The other one.
Wait, none of them are prone. This one used half her movement to get up.
Okay, in that case, that one then.
Yep. And oh, she also took 1d4 to start off her strength check.
Oh, yeah, true.
Got 21. She's like, nah. Still get hurt, but nah.
But I said save them for everyone else. I didn't mean give them to the DM.
Why, thank you.
And for condition, I'll say...
Ooh. The bleed?
Stunned.
Nice. Okay. So, the bleeding did do max damage.
Nice.
But she is currently stunned.
And then I'll attack the other one
Yep.
for 20,
That hits.
dealing 6 points of piercing damage, and I would love a strength saving throw again.
Yes.
Really?
I wish
Really?
Well, at least it's not on my attacks.
Yeah. Well, that is my... Actually, can I?
You see her flap her wings like an angry chicken.
Ah.
to prevent herself from being knocked over.
When you say... okay, I can do a punch as an unarmed for my bonus action as well.
Nice.
So I'll just punch the most hurt one.
Okay, that's the stunned one.
Yep. So with advantage, unarmed strike. 13.
Remember right, that does hit. Let me double check. Yep, that hits.
Nice. For 9 bludgeoning damage.
Nice. She's not having a great day.
Because you had a bad day.
Yeah, basically.
And, well, that's my turn.
Okay. Yanis.
It's just a compulsion to move towards the thinger, right? It's not like a full-blown charm where you think of them as a friend and therefore you're prepared to
Yeah,
help
no,
them.
you are fully within your capabilities, basically. It's just that this is the most amazing thing you've ever heard in your life, and you're being compelled to move.
Okay, cool. So I won't attack Neri then.
Yeah, no. But
cool.
the object of your affection is now 10 feet down.
Yeah, that's fine. He'll stand up, so because he was kneeling, so he'll use half his movement and basically just run and jump off the cliff.
Okay.
Um.
Please roll me
yeah.
a d6.
Okay.
Because
Please
it's
don't.
10
Please
feet.
don't jump on me.
I mean, you can't do this.
Yeah, take 3 bludgeoning damage, and you can roll against charm again. Because you take damage that was not that harpy.
Does the bard have to roll a dexterity save to make sure Yanis didn't bother?
It's fine. No, you're still charmed. You took damage for love again.
That's fine. I just land sprawled in a weird Yanis-shaped pile, blue coat and sword sticking all over the place, right next to Siri and Siri. No, I'm just on the floor. Yeah.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay, so that harpy, she's going to try to get up because this is not an ideal situation. And Neri,
Yes.
how much would you say a 2-headed Cerberus would weigh? I'm
A
not.
lot.
Yeah, so I don't think an 11 is going to shuffle him off her. To be honest. So she's gonna give you the equivalent of a death glare, but can't do anything else because there is now a 2-headed Cerberus standing on top of her.
I just pan and drool comes off my tongue and
Bleh.
starts falling on her face.
Speaking of, Neri, you're up.
I'm sure she'll love it. Oh, drool.
That hits. That definitely hits.
First. And second.
How do you want to do it?
It's a 20. 20.
Yeah,
She dead.
she very dead. Let me rephrase that. How do you want to overkill her?
That's not 20. That's with the second attack. That's 30.
That's 30.
I did better.
That's 30 damage.
Now he just goes, "Ah!" and then bites down, and he kind of rips the wings off with both of his teeth, and then he starts carrying on ripping her apart. An arm flies, another arm goes off, a head flies off, and there's just
How much of an
body parts.
overkill is this?
Let me just say that harpies have 39 hit points.
Oh, that much of an overkill. She didn't have much left, did she?
How
She had
much does she have
6
left?
hit points left.
Yeah, you're ripping her apart, buddy.
The 2 wings are on fire.
Yep.
Other body parts are smouldering. Now he's kind of set on fire, and there's like pink flames coming off his hair because he's that pissed.
And
then,
yeah,
then he just swats Siri in the face with his tail to wake her up.
Siri, Yanis. Bits are flying everywhere. The croaking song has turned into shrieking, turned into ripping and tearing and stuff flying everywhere, and you're no longer charmed because there's nothing left to charm you.
Yanis would have fallen with like his coat stuck over his head.
Yep.
They kind of lift it up, realize there's a load of blood and gore splattering everywhere, and just kind of put it back down and just go, "I'll just rest for a second."
Siri's just gonna look around and be like, Yanis, when did you get here? And
I dropped in.
it's quite an entrance. Good
Cute.
job, Larry.
I whack my tail. Why do I imagine that he has 2 tails? I whack both tails. But he has 2 tails now.
I mean,
as
yeah,
well.
he's wagging his tail so fast it looks like 2 of them.
While sitting on a bloody stump. Bloody tosser? Tosser? Yeah, just tosser.
Yeah. Drosan is going to be thoroughly horrified by this spectacular, and yeah, let me see. I don't know Drosan's character sheet, so I have to look it up every time.
Might have guiding bolt? Maybe, I don't know.
How many spells?
All I can remember from when ages and ages ago was he could never hit anything with his mace.
Yeah, he hasn't been using his mace at all because of that reason. He did Bane the... No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yanis has taken quite some damage, I think. So I think we're gonna do wish a level 1 healing word. Ooh, that's a good one. So that's a 1d4 plus 4. If I can find it, there it is. Did I just tell everyone what it did? There we go. So you get 7 hit points left. Or back.
Okay.
And it's gonna remain there. Siri.
I'm a little bit dazed after everything. Also slightly pissed. And she knows there's more of them.
Yep.
Oh, she will... Let's see, 15... I mean, she would know that Victor is flame-proof, right?
Resistant, not immune.
Flame-proof, this is why I'm doing this.
Oh, very dexterous.
And very dexterous.
You're muted,
You
Vince.
muted.
Sadly, I'm not level 7. Or whatever it is.
I'm mute.
She will slightly yell, "Sorry, Victor!"
I don't mind.
And cast fireball.
Hola cow.
Okay, one of them fails because she's stunned. And let's see what the other one. Both of them fail.
I don't have advantage or anything like that, I think. No.
You would still
no.
take half the damage on a fail and quarter of it on a save.
Yeah, I just checked if I had advantage or anything, but I didn't, so... Here goes.
Oh god.
Ouch! It's a good thing I don't do
no.
brutal saves. Yeah, you still take 17 fire damage.
Let's see.
Saying, sorry, Victor, and throwing a fireball straight in his face. And hitting him point blank.
On the good side, both harpies go up in flames, as does the shrubbery behind you. And the bushes, and now most of the cliffside is on fire.
I need new clothes.
and Victor's kind of just like attached
Oh, no.
to the side of the cliff wall, like.
For some reason, worn or carried stuff do not go up in flames, but there are trees and shrubbery around here that are now just charcoaled.
I'll still say he need new clothes because they
Yeah.
are probably burned or singed the least.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just standing there, smoke. Some of his hair is singed and like burnt, like you can see still glowing and smoking from some hair tips.
I'm trying to remember how you do. These guys are dead. Oh, there. There it
Yeah,
is.
we found it.
And
Back now, yeah?
yeah. And with that last roaring ball of flame and destruction, we're out of combat.
Okay, I'd like to turn back into Neri.
Okie doke.
And
Yeah,
Siri
so-
just standing there like, and that's how it's done.
Yeah,
I said I was sorry.
thanks.
Yanis untangles himself from the pile that he found himself in at the bottom of the cliff and kind of stands up and brushes himself off and walks a little bit further away from the cliff, waves to Teddy, and then Teddy disappears.
Nice. Okay, where's my travel music?
Come down here, Victor.
Sure.
Come to the river.
He'll just slowly kind of like climb down. You can see his body's aching. It's like,
Yeah,
Looking hot,
and
Victor.
then
well, at least you cauterize his wounds.
yeah, and then
Oh, and he says that actually, at least you cauterized me.
I walk up to him and I kind of put my hand in the water, and the water swells up around my hands, and I'm gonna cast healing word on him, and the kind of a bit Avatar style with the healing water, where the
Word.
glowing water kind of covers his body and heals him. 1 sec. I'm gonna cast it at 3rd level.
And I'm gonna clear.
I'll take that.
Clear.
Well, 11 healing. The wall kind of goes over his body, and his burns start kind of disappearing, and it's glowing and stuff. And done rubbing
I'm
him.
back at half health. Yay.
Siri will kind of pass him, smack him like lightly on the shoulder, being like, "You took that like a champ."
I mean, if you think if you think I'm that hot, then just say it instead of just throwing fire at me to increase my value.
And she was about to use healing word, but she doesn't.
She ships him into the river instead.
Yes.
Wait,
There you go, cool off, bitch.
wait. Victor's flirting with you. I thought Victor and Leo were a thing.
Yes, they are. And she will keep walking.
We are most definitely not. I'd rather eat Neri's rotten sandals.
My sandals are godly. You'd be
Yeah, but when they
Yeah.
rot, I'd
pleasure
rather
for
eat
you
them.
to eat them.
It's
I'd
an
rather
honor.
do that.
Do you have a foot fetish as well? What the fuck is going on?
No, I don't.
I know I just kind of met you guys and we had this whole conversation about family, but like you guys are just
I
on the weird end of
do
the spectrum.
not want to be misunderstood in that you're thinking I'm actually interested in Leo in any single way at all possible, ever and ever again.
Okay. So you used to be?
Oh.
No. I just wanted to increase the effect of ever one more time.
Okay, whatever you say. Just saying, we all know you have history.
Yeah, we have
Sure.
history in the fact I almost beat him to a pulp.
Well, I thought he found you on the battlefield and nursed you back to health in his barn.
Quite a romantic story, if you ask me.
I
That's
mean,
what I was thinking.
I've definitely heard that tale a few
Thunderstorm
times.
involved and everything.
I've definitely heard that tale a few times in taverns told up and down the coast. You would not be the first first person to fall for the tender embrace of your healer.
No, thank you.
Slash farmer. Rugged farmer in a barn.
He knows how to grow his fields.
So is
Not
oats.
to mention plough them.
Your mind is hilariously weak against sex jokes, I hear.
She will
But
make sure to
no.
give Neri a high five as he passes.
I am not interested in Leo ever at all. In any single way. Are we clear? Actually, I used to hate him quite a lot.
Oh no, that's another trope that you get in these stories. People that used to hate each other and then they fall in love.
Yeah,
You're literally ticking all of the boxes here, Victor.
it's delivers.
No.
Okay, if you insist.
I insist quite a lot.
Okay.
If Janice turns around just a little bit and without Victor noticing, she will be like, yeah.
Yep.
So, dead harpies. Most of them have quite efficiently torched. One
Not my fault.
one is not there anymore, but it's kind of strewn all over the place.
Janice being the pirate that he is, will immediately start attempting to see whether or not there's anything useful on any of the bodies that we could use.
Okay, give me a
Or anything he
perception.
could sell.
Yep. Give me a perception or investigation.
Oh, a 3 or a -2? I'd used a 3, but it's still terrible.
You don't find anything like jewelry or anything like that on the harpies, but you do have this nagging sensation in the back of your head that
Harpies of nests.
yes, harpies have nests, but also harpy feathers are priced as trinkets.
Can I attempt to retrieve any that are not burnt to a crisp?
Sure. Roll me a d10.
I just realised all of the harpies died to fire, so there's not gonna be a lot left.
Looking around, strewn over the area where Neri used to stand as a two-headed dog, you do find 7 feathers that are still intact enough to be gathered and sold.
Cool.
The rest of the
7.
harpies have unfortunately been turned into torches, and the feathers are no longer there.
Not my fault.
I have added to my inventory 7 slightly crispy harpy feathers.
In your defense, Siri, I have heard that rotisserie happy is very popular this time of year.
I mean, in my defense, I just wanted them dead, really. No one outsings me.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, you were fine.
You know,
Sure.
the reason.
Did you
That's,
die?
Almost.
Oh, don't be so dramatic.
Yes, Jason?
I mean,
I know he was going to say something, but it is like, oh, quickly standing there now.
Does Siri know that they have a nest?
You can give me a history check. Or history or nature.
I'm not good at any of those, I think. I'm very not good at nature, Jesus Christ.
You've heard that the harpies have nests.
I've heard they have nests. Could it be
Yeah,
anything interesting?
they're like magpies. They like to collect shiny things.
Ooh. I like shiny things.
I mean, it's definitely worth
Jeez.
exploring.
Yes,
Lizzie? She will hug Lizzie. Would you mind just giving me a lift to see if we can find it? The nest?
It would be my pleasure.
Oh, you're such a lady. Such a beautiful ship. And she would just start petting it.
Oh. Miss Siri, it's easier for me to give you a lift if you're actually on board.
I'm just appreciating you. Let me appreciate you.
Oh, I'm not asking you for you to cease what you're doing. I'm just providing helpful advice.
And I appreciate it. And she will go on board. Hi, Drosan.
Rosa and Leo are going to be on board for the rest of this session. What are the rest of you doing?
Yanis will also be heading towards Lizzie to try and get a bird's eye view of this harpy nest.
Yep. I see what you did there. Victor and Neri.
I'm gonna start running down here. almost preemptively trying to find a nest.
Yep.
I'm like, come on back there, we can do this. So I try to rest the ship.
It's
I
most
probably
likely
failed.
high up. I think Lizzie is the best option.
I don't care. And head hell.
Neither do
Over
I.
here.
And he will just go back onto the ship. Just lay down.
Ah, this over here looks really nice.
Yeah, nearly as you round the corner, to your left, a gigantic statue of what looks like a winged minotaur, covered in all manner of gore and blood and broken bones, come into view.
You immediately distracted because ADHD.
The statue is easily 40 feet tall,
Oh.
and it seems to be carved out of the cliff face.
This is like a sacrificing block or something.
Yep.
I'm gonna be disgusting and look in the blood and stuff.
Sure
See if
thing.
there's anything there.
A sweet metallic scent rises up towards you as you approach the statue, and as you look over, you realize that there's still a lot of blood in that basin. It has not... Well, it started to coagulate and dry, but it's not even close to completely gone.
Oh, I look up at the statue and I'm like, you really are a disgusting god. But then, yeah, is it recommended destroying godly statues?
I mean, you do know that some gods appreciate this destruction of other gods' effigies and temples.
Like Uros. He really hates
Do
the
it.
Minotaur, doesn't he? Yeah,
Do
I'm gonna let's see.
We'll just get hunted by a Minotaur horde afterwards. No biggie.
Ooh, I'd love to kill some Minotaurs.
With his sandal.
Yes, with my sandal. Hmm. Most destructive thing I have, I think. Did you say it's 40 foot high?
Yeah.
Okay. So, and it's carved into the cliff face, so if I like strike at the legs, it will fall down.
No, it seems to be made out of the cliff face. So it will not fall over if you just strike the legs. It will just hang there like a weird puppet.
I don't have anything to destroy it with. 40 foot high, no, I don't have anything to do. I'm gonna try because I'm really peed off and I don't like muggers. Because he's guessing the Minotaurs that kidnapped his mum probably
Mhm.
are muggers followers. he's gonna cast Water Whip. Third level. And that's gonna be, that appears on his hand for 10 minutes.
Okay.
So he's just gonna continuously whip at this statue. And he's casting it out third level, so it's quite long by that point. It'll be like I think it already has like a 10 feet. So second level would be 15. Third level would be
Okay.
20 feet. And he's about 10. Well, he's not 10 feet, but he's about 6 feet. So I
Okay.
could at least get up to 26 feet.
Yep. You can.
If I have to, he'll even stand on the stone just to get the top parts. Yeah, so he kind of stands up on that stone. That's.
Yeah, you see bits of the statue start breaking loose. First, the obvious bits like horns and like arms and claws and stuff like that. But after the 10 minutes that this lasts, most of the statue has either been removed or completely ruined.
It looks like a stone wall again.
Not so much that, but you know the kind of damage that rain can do to a marble statue?
Mm-hmm.
It's basically that.
Oh.
And 10 minutes is enough time for people to catch up and see Neri go absolute berserk on this. Why did that harpy join? Go away. You dead harpy. Lay still. There you go. And completely destroying this winged minotaur statue. By the time you catch up, it's not so much a winged minotaur as something that probably at some point in its life as a statue had wings.
He's padding. That took a lot of energy.
Mm-hmm.
And then after that, he's gonna drag that pot of blood to the river.
Yeah, it is very heavy.
He kind of pushes against it then. He's like full on pushing. And if it takes another 10 minutes, he'll do it. And he'll take it all the way to the river, tip it into it, and then be like, go in peace. He throws he'll throw a gold coin in there. And asks Aetherios to take care of them. And he asks, what's his name? What's the god of death?
Erebos.
Erebos, to be merciful on them. So he drops 2 gold coins in there, one for Aetherios and one for Erebos.
Yep. The sickly, sweet, metallic scent washes away with the water in the river. As you look at it, you see that the basin is not carved from the same kind of stone as the statue. It is more red in color, not from being stained, but like red granite. There is no red granite in this area. So someone took the time to transport that here.
Interesting. And they didn't find anything on that guy's body, right?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Well, I'm guessing that took a while, so I'll let the others do whatever they're doing. And then he'll try to catch up with them to speak to Victor and Leah about the cave and if there's any paper or anything in there?
Yep. So while Neri is completely wrecking the statue, Victor, you would be the first to catch up. Lizzie, being faster, is not too far behind though.
Yeah. Well, Victor is just at the moment laying down on the ship.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, you're on the ship as well.
Yes, and you'll just say, let me know if you find anything.
Looking
Also,
for
be careful not to go into the
stuff.
cave. I think there's some being there and demonic chickens.
Yeah. Demonic
Would
chickens.
Siri know about demonic chickens?
Based on the description, you can give me a history or nature check.
Those have been going so well lately.
You were saying?
Thank you!
You don't really know anything about demonic chickens, but based on the description, you would think cockatrice, and it's probably a very good thing that they didn't make them mad, because cockatrice can turn people to stone. And they eat crushed up people.
You didn't make them mad. That's a good thing. They would have turned you to stone. That would have been a backfire.
Yeah, whatever
And you
was
would have
in
been
there.
stoned.
Funny. Whatever was in there, appreciated that we didn't kill off the chickens, and also warned us about the singing.
Well, thank you for the heads up of the singing.
Well, we were inside the cave. You were out here fighting with the things, singing.
If you didn't notice, I got poisoned. I tried to get out. Yanis kind of blocked me.
What was it we said? How about not split up? I walked in to check on Leo to make sure he was all right because he didn't come back. But then you guys decide, hey, let's go and explore and leave us behind.
No,
somewhere.
no. Don't you dare say that. Who walked off first?
Because
Let's not split up the
someone-
party, Victor. And she walks off.
because
Just look for
Leo walked
shinies.
away. Someone had to keep him in check. You know how he is.
Yes, but we didn't walk off. You guys walked off.
We walked off and then you walked off.
Yes,
were
because
not-
you guys walked off because I didn't want to stay in a poison cloud.
You could have just waited outside the cave.
I did, and then Neri went and found dead bodies and wanted to show me where it was.
Yeah,
And
dead
since we didn't
bodies,
want to split
good
up
sign.
even more, though we did find some good stuff. Since we didn't want to split up even more, I wanted to make sure Neri was okay.
So, you find dead bodies. Oh, it's a good sign. Let's continue that route. Instead of, maybe get the
No,
others.
no. He was in dog form. I didn't know he found a dead body. I asked him where he found it.
Still,
Yanis, help me out here.
The entire time you two have been arguing, Yanis has been kind of like stood between you. I have a picture in my head of you shouting at each other from either end of the ship, and Yanis stood in the middle doing like tennis serves over the top, where it's like. And then when Siri says that, I was like, "You two fight like a married couple."
I would say
yeah,
siblings.
that didn't happen.
Oh, God, Jesus Christ, the relationships of this buy are just so convoluted.
Wait, has Giannis learned a new word?
Oh, good point. So radical for the surfing. So weird.
Red brew.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, and he turns around because he doesn't really want to be drawn into the conversation anymore, and starts looking whilst slightly kind of covering his ears to prevent the sound of them arguing too much from stopping him from seeing stuff. You know how the weird thing is when you're trying to park and you concentrate, you turn the radio off?
Yes.
Yes, he does that because he's trying to concentrate on trying to find the nest and not listen to the argument going on behind him.
Please give me a perception check.
Oh, why do I even bother?
What's your passive?
13?
Okay, so what I normally do is that the lowest you can roll is your passive. So you
Okay.
roll a 10, which means you get a 13.
Cool, thank you.
Because what's the point of having a passive perception if you can't roll above it? Or, can't use it. So with a 13, a little bit further up the cliffs where the harpies were, you do see what looks like a nest. Like right up here.
Okay.
And then on the other side, you see Neri going absolutely wild with what looks like like Teddy, but if Teddy was made out of water.
Ooh. Yanis will shout out to Neri and kind of say, "So you've got a teddy too?"
You're muted.
You're
You're
muted.
muted.
All you hear is like screaming, like, stupid statue! The tentacle kind of wraps around the head of the burger's food. Pulls it off.
I'm really concerned that he has some anger issues. Lizzie? Has Neri ever done that before?
Not that one specifically, no. There was these 2 times where he has used a tidal wave to clear away obstacles.
Oh. Oh.
Don't worry, it was so. No, I don't think there's anyone you would know if you don't know knows.
Knowles? No.
Dog
Okay.
creature, num num.
You mean like Neri was a minute ago?
I mean, I would say they're on 2 feet. Kind of look like hyenas, if you know what those are.
I mean, I don't really see a lot of them around by the cities or the wharfs or on the waves, but I'm sure I would know one if I saw one.
Let's just imagine a very big angry dog on 2 legs wanting to kill everything in their sight.
Okay.
Neri killed them first.
Okay.
With serious help, just saying.
Yes.
Why are gnolls classified as humanoids?
Because they stand on 2 legs.
And are technically sentient and intelligent enough to communicate.
Yes, but they are hyenas with some devil sprinkled on it. Or demon sprinkled on them.
Because they're on 2 legs, apparently.
So are plasmoids, some of the time.
I mean,
If you can play it,
plasmoids
it's humanoid.
is regarded as humanoid,
I know.
but they are technically, I don't know, one cell organism. I don't know.
Like, gnolls are...
Time is up.
Come on.
Yeah, but either way, tidal
Yes.
wave, kill.
Yep.
Neri. But he didn't look this angry.
Does he need some comfort?
Victor can
I know what will help. And she will just shout at Neri, "You can do it, Neri! Show that rock whose bottles!"
Yeah.
And Victor
And
kind of
that's
looks
how you cheer
over
him
and
up.
says, I mean, it could be because it's a Mogi statue.
Exactly, I'm cheering him up. Look at him, he's going even harder now. He's going ham.
I would also do that if it wasn't for me wanting to lay down and Neri already doing it for me. So I don't need to do it.
He's doing a great job.
Do we need to leave him to it? Because it looks as though the nest is over there. And they're kind of pointing in the direction.
Neri, are you done soon?
We found treasure.
Give me 5 more fucking minutes. Ah!
I mean, we can get the treasure while he's doing that.
I mean, you guys were literally just having a very long and quite heated argument about splitting the party.
Remember that he doesn't know about it being inside the cave.
Yeah.
You are a really bad information source, Victor. You need to tell people stuff.
I did. He
Yeah,
just
you told
happened to
me.
be... Yeah, because you are here, he is down there. So I tell you and everyone else here, while he's down there, beating on the statue. Which is
Cute.
not my fault.
Huge crash as one of the wings just fall off the statue and just smash onto the ground. Ah!
Neri, be careful of the thing inside the cave.
Is it a bogus follower too?
It's chicken that can turn you into stone, dear.
Demonic chicken. Or whatever it is.
The cockatrice.
And a being that owns it as well. But I don't know where it is or how it looks like. And I don't want to find out. But it helped us.
Is momentarily distracted from his carnage, just looking back like, okay, I won't go in the cave. He just smashes the other wing and it falls down. He's like, ah. And carries on.
Yep.
So Yanis will kind of give Lizzie some directions to say, can you kind of move us a bit closer and fly us up towards where the nest is?
It shall be my pleasure.
Thank you, babe.
Oh!
Oh my.
Okay then.
We've talked
yes.
about weird love triangles. Yanis is definitely simping for the ship.
Someone's having fetish.
Yes, do you have a ship fetish that I should know of?
I'm a pirate, of course I've got a ship fetish.
I'm shipping
fair
this
point.
relationship.
Damn it,
Oh,
you beat me
no.
to it. As you reach the top of...
Oh no, why did I think of that joke? No. Don't load your cargo in there.
I mean, now I have the song This Ship's Going Down by Voltaire stuck in my head, so there's that.
Oh, God. Let's continue.
Yes.
Before my brain
Um,
breaks.
Lizzie takes you up to where the nest is. She can't really get too close because she won't fit between the trees, but she will park like right here so you can hop off on top of the
Cool.
cliff. The cliff is
And
roughly 60 feet off the dried riverbed.
Okay. And how far down is it from Lizzie to effectively?
It's
where
about
the
2
nest-
feet. So she's
okay, cool.
going to sit there. Since Siri so handily cleared away the trees with that fireball, Lizzie can now just comfortably hover. So you can just hop and then hop back.
Perfect. Yanis will run along the bowsprit and just like leap off the end of the ship because he's definitely going for the dramatic.
Yep. And it's a big nest surrounded by broken bones and old leather and, in one case, metal armors. You see blood, debris, twigs, all manner of just stuff making up this nest.
Yanis will almost certainly start just rummaging through everything. He doesn't really... Yeah, he's looking for anything again. So some armors would be cool. Like something better than the leather armor if he's got anything in there. But also like trying to, again, collect anything that could be worth selling.
Yep.
There is a kleptomaniac inside him.
It's a magpie.
I wonder what that
Yes.
is like. Give me a perception check.
Can you do it with advantage if Siri is helping?
Yes.
Oh, you're so kind, because these haven't been going very well at all. Are you 17? I almost feel proud. I'm used to playing Ferryman, where he's got like a 20. His passive is 23. It's like.
As you rummage around in this place, you do find several different sets of leather armor. You find a set of scale mail gauntlets that you would guess, if you polish them up a little bit, could be worth about 100 gold pieces. The leather armors combined would make like 4 sets. They are 1 set of studded and 3 sets of regular leather armor. But you could probably make some coin out of that. And as you rummage around, a metal sheen catches your eye. And moving some twigs out of the way, I need you to make me a Constitution save.
That's a 10. Sorry, I should have turned advantage off.
Yep. You move some twigs and stuff out of the way, one of the bits of a leather armor, and everything just turns very bright, very fast. Everyone standing next to Yanis would also see it turning very bright. Almost like, I don't know, someone dropped a lantern next to you and you weren't prepared for not staring straight into the light source. It doesn't last that long, maybe just 10-20 seconds. And as you look down, you see this nice looking bronze lantern lying on its side, and for some reason it's just shining from inside it.
Yanis will literally pick it up and hold it and go, "Look, I found a light."
It is bright. Even in the daytime, it is bright.
Would it be?
Siri would just hold over her eyes, being like, "Great!"
Is it like brighter than the blue balls that follow Trozan around?
Yes, it would
Okay.
be.
Yeah, I was right. This looks interesting and cool, and it shines.
You know that effect you get when you first light the lantern, that spark? It just keeps doing that. So it's like looking straight into a light bulb.
Can I? Does this have like any shutters on it or anything like that? Like
Yes.
Shutters. Yeah. So
Yeah.
I will start closing the shutters so that it's not so bright, so I can then like look at this in a bit more detail to see whether or not there's anything on it that might look vaguely like words that I can then pass to someone else to try to read.
It is, as you shutter it, it is very nicely made, made out of bronze, and it looks like it's made like in one piece. You can't find any seams or anything other than the shutter. The hell?
Ding.
Helps if I turn the sound off on my phone. And you can see along the bottom of it, you see what looks like runes. And at the top, looking closer, you see the like the handle of it is made out of two sea serpents that are like biting each other.
Ooh, okay. Would they be like? Are they mythical representations of sea serpents, as in like not something that he would have seen as a kind of in his guise as both a pirate and someone who goes around ships and stuff like that and on the sea, or is it more of a I don't know. Yeah, I never really fixating. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, it looks like from your experience, they look more like. Why can't I remember the name? The figures that you have at the front of boats. I always forget it. What the hell?
Like a figurehead kind of thing.
Yeah. It's more like if someone made a figurehead out of what a sea serpent would look like, more than actual serpents that you've seen.
Okay, so it's like a heavily stylized, imagined kind of thing rather than something.
Yeah.
Okay. I will, now that it's shuttered, I will kind of pass it back to say that there's something that's written on this. I can't read it. So.
I can help you with that.
Well, there's no point in helping because I cannot read. And I literally pass it over. As if to go, yeah.
What does it say?
Please give me an Arcana check.
Oh, yippee-ki-yay. Yippee-ki-yay! What have I done?
What languages do you speak?
I speak... Celestial, Infernal, Common, and Leonin.
It is, you recognize these as magical runes, and you recognize that they are in Draconic. Now, with your Arcana check, you know that no one has seen dragons in centuries.
Interesting. Good sir. What you see here, and she will be very show-off, kind of like salesman-ish. What you see here, sir, is Draconic.
Okay.
And I cannot read it.
Excellent.
But, it's a very nice item. And I don't know anyone that can read Draconic because no one has seen a dragon in centuries.
Ooh. Well, that instantly puts the price up there.
Exactly.
Oh yeah.
He will snaffle it back and kind of.
But before he gives,
It's like
I listen up. I translated it kind of for you, so I want at least 50% of it.
I mean, I assumed it was like a whole thing where when you find stuff, the whole ship benefits from it. So.
Yeah, but I want 50% of everyone's share since I'm actually the one who found it out here now.
But you can't read it.
Oh, but I'm the only one who knows what's going on here. Shut up.
You didn't translate it. You just figure out what language it is.
Do
Now,
you know
we
what
could-
it said here?
No, because I don't read Draconic either. However,
Would you recognize it as Draconic?
DM, would I know anyone who speaks Draconic in Akros?
You don't know anyone personally, but the flame speakers might.
But I think I know some that might be able to actually read it. If we're lucky, the flame speakers actually know that tongue,
Well, that's good for them.
which means if we figure out what it is, it might be even more valuable than just a thing with draconic on it. It might be a thing with draconic that has something very big in meaning.
Yeah, I'm just saying I want 50%. Shut up.
In that case, I want the other 50%.
And she will just give it back to Giannis. Just keep it.
Okay, cool. Well, like in the trade, you would try to transcribe like the weird rune things onto a piece of paper because you don't really want to take the item to someone who can read it. You just want them to read it so that they know what we're doing with it.
Do you
So-
want me to write it on a paper for you?
Well, if you don't mind, because as much as I don't mind kind of like doing the whole scratchy thing, it's a bit painful and I don't.
Siri will fastly take out some of her paper out of her book, draw it flawlessly, even the serpent under it, and give it to Janice very neatly. There you go.
He will kind of put everything away and then start creating a pile of all of the other bits and pieces that's worth might be worth something from the nest. So the leather armors, the scale mail gauntlets, anything else.
You
That might
you also find a bent bronze sword, like a gladius, and what looks like a wooden handle of something that might have some point been a dagger. But
I mean, he'd probably leave those behind.
yeah.
It's mostly after the stuff that he knows that he could probably shift relatively quickly.
Yep, that would be the armors and the gauntlets.
Perfect. Cool. Yeah, and then he'll basically make his way back onto the ship and then ask. He'll say to Lizzie, like, where is the best place to kind of store the stuff to sell? And then he will whisper as quietly as possible, hide the lantern from someone who might search the ship. Kind of hoping that she's got like a hidden section to the ship somewhere that she's not told anyone about yet.
I do have a cargo hold, and no one gets into the cargo hold with my say-so.
Perfect. And
I
he will
do, Mr. Yanis, Drosan does spend most of his time either there or on deck, though. But if you want, there is a room that we could, but I do have a couple of barrels where you can store it in that I will make sure no one can open.
Has anyone ever told you were amazing today?
You keep telling me, but do go on.
And I'm like, I have.
Me and Lizzie. And then he'll carry on. Yeah, so he will hide the lantern in the barrels and then effectively store the rest of the stuff in the storeroom.
Yep.
He will also check in with Drosan to make sure that wherever he puts it, it's not going to be in Drosan's way.
Yeah. So in the lower deck, there's basically 3 rooms, and you have the where the ladder is. You have where Drosan is staying, where you have some crates. You have the opening with the winch elevator that Drosan would use to get up and down to the main deck and off the ship. And you have a compartment further in where like hammocks are hanging and you have some barrels up on shelves.
Yeah, so he'll hide it up there, but
Yep.
he'll also are all of the hammocks in use? Or is there like
No,
a spare
there are some bedrolls on the ground, and you see hooks for where you can hang hammocks.
Okay, he'll take anything that doesn't look as like it's used, so he can make sure he wraps the lantern up to kind of, just in case any of the shutters accidentally spill open or something. Like if it gets knocked out, it's kind of bundled up in something to make it look even less important.
Yep, absolutely, you can do that. And as you if you go back down on top of the deck, everyone who's on the top deck can now see Neri dragging or pushing a very large stone basin to the what's left of the river, and then pouring out a dark liquid and rinsing out the basin in the water.
Wouldn't that be called polluting the water? I'm just asking for a friend.
Are you asking the others or just...
She's actually trying to talk to her god at this point. She's just like, is that technically called polluting the water? Just saying.
As is pretty normal, you don't get a reply.
That's not how you do it, Siri.
I'm sorry for not being goody-goody with my god, because he hasn't spoken to me since I was 16, and we yell it.
You need to treat him as a friend.
She will give Victor the death stare of the gods at this point.
You see, I actually ask Atreus questions of importance in need of guidance when I actually need it, not when looking at someone pouring blood into a river that is probably not a question they feel like it's important enough.
I asked him for guidance when we were down in the underworld. I asked him for guidance when I was first in God knows where that fuck place was when I got stabbed. I asked him for guidance when I was trying to make my accordion. Even prayed to him. I prayed for him so many times. I don't hear nothing.
You need to have a better attitude. Simple as that.
She will just take a deep breath.
Right now, you're
You are
treating him like
wondering why you'd never get the girl, and she will walk off slowly.
well, as long as you're treating him as you're treating me, you'll simply get no answer. Sorry, my god's simply a little bit better.
Oh, don't you dare compare gods. Mister, I insulted every single god.
Well, I'm also Mr. I apologize to every single god, and I broke the knee of Atreus and became best friends with him. Thank you very much, Miss... I can't speak to my god.
You will actually see Siri get hurt for once. And walk off.
He will feel satisfied with himself at the moment.
Okay. I am going to go back to the rock.
Yep.
And then
Punch it somewhere.
Neri's like... He's unsure, but he kind of gets down on his knees and then puts his hands together in the praying way. And he goes, not sure how to do this, but dear Mr. Eros, if you can hear me, I've destroyed this Mogus statue, totally in your honor, and not out of anger or spite. And I was wondering if you could give me a sign, because you seem to know, you probably know the most about Mogus, but I don't suppose you might know where my mother is? And he kind of waits for any kind of response, but yeah.
Give me a wisdom save.
So, fuck you.
Oh.
You're getting smited, bitch.
Mogus is gonna. Yeah, we're gonna. What the fuck? Pray to my brother at my shrine, you bitch!
You hear a pompous female voice in your head. You would pour this excuse of offal into my waters and then pray to Erebos, you impudent little brat!
I'm not praying to you, mother.
I can clearly hear that. Now, I approve of what you did, but why did you pour that, whatever that used to be, into an already suffering river?
It's funeral at sea.
We're not at sea. We're in the mountains, you brat.
I fucking love the sassy mom being like, fuck you.
Now I understand you not wanting to pray to me. I don't approve, but I understand it. But Erebos?
Oh, Eros.
Eros. Eros? That hot-headed, flame-obsessed maniac.
He's Marcus's brother.
I cannot fault your logic. But next
Damn
time...
straight. My logic is that.
You should count yourself lucky that you're one of my more successful projects. And I actually approve of most of your actions.
Oh.
Projects?
Children, projects, it's really all the same.
No, it's not. You see, children, you give birthday presents to. Projects you do not.
You want birthday presents?
You owe me like at least 29. How old is he? Hold on a second. 19. 19.
I understand that I've been absent, and I acknowledge this. In my defense, I have so many children it's hard to keep track of them, though you have not disappointed me so far. And I did find you as soon as I remembered that you exist. I have been busy in the grand scheme of things. One mortal life is important. But short. I can see that I am not making my case here. So.
No, you think?
And losing my temper on my own inadequacies is not going to help anything. Now, I understand that I cannot just show up and everything will be fine. That is not how mortals, nor the sea, nor nature itself works. It takes time and effort, much like everything worth anything in this world.
And you've done none of that. So I hope this will be a change.
Again, you
He's
should
not
be
wrong.
happy I actually like you. Now, for your first gift, as I do seem to owe you, and that is not something I take in stride normally. People owe me, I do not owe others.
I've been giving you stuff. I cleaned the tower.
Hence why I owe you things, it seems, and I do not enjoy this sensation. When you find the prison of my peer, for lack of a better word,
The thieving dude.
yes, that one, Fenax. I quite approve of his approach to not being dead, but his methods are so short-sighted. You shall find the first of your gifts there.
Oh.
Now, I cannot tell you what it is, because that would ruin the surprise.
What
Oh.
kind of surprise?
As I understand it, the surprise of what is inside the gift.
Is it more holy bread? Because I already have holy bread.
No. Now, was there anything else?
Have you found my mother yet?
Ah, yes. That is what I was going to give you originally. And suddenly there is a flash of images in your head, Neri. You get instant flashes of scenery, of people, minotaurs. You see what looks like a war camp. You see a woman. She's not badly treated. Her legs are chained, but she can walk freely. She just cannot run. And she seems to be carrying things between different places in this war camp. Her clothing are a bit tattered, but there's no bruising, there's nothing to indicate that she's mistreated. She just cannot leave. You instantly recognize her as your mother. And the area, however, is unknown to you. It is in the mountains. And it seems to be almost a labyrinth of cliffs and looks somewhat like a mesa in the background.
A what?
A mesa, you know, those tall mountains with flat tops.
Okay.
Made out of red sandstone. And even
like the thing with the blood in it.
No. The basin was made out of granite. This looks like sandstone. Further away from the war camp, you do see way off in the distance a dying vista leading down to the ocean. It is hundreds of miles in that direction. But the images flash so fast that you start feeling nauseous and you lose your balance.
Okay. I guess he kind of stands up suddenly from the rush of images, and then he'll just see him fall backwards and pass out.
Yep. From the deck of the ship, you can see a pink-haired person down. It's not that far, 60 feet down and, 5, 10, something. It's not that far away. You can see Neri, it's 60 feet across as well. Neri stand up and then fall over.
Victor will jump down.
Okay, so from where you're at the ship, not there. It is 60 feet up, 30 feet across from where you're at to get down. So you would have to jump from one cliff overhang to the next, or cliff-ish thing. Shelf, that's the word I was looking for. One cliff shelf to the next to the next.
Also, I can't rush over the railing and jump as far as I can.
You can. Do you take fall damage?
Let's see. Slow fall. Well, that depends. How many D6s do I roll? 60 feet.
Yeah,
So
it would
that's
be
66, right?
Yep.
I take no damage.
Okay, cool.
I can take 25 points of falling damage without taking damage.
Ah, nice. Yeah,
Actually,
it's...
wait. It should. It's actually more, so it's fine.
Yep. Yeah, so you run out from the ship and then land with a heavy thunk in the sand of the dried riverbed. Looking ahead, you see Neri on his back next to a blood-stained altar. The basin is clean. There's no pollutants left in the water. And the sun traveling overhead seems to be moving towards sunset, as that is where we are leaving this session.